Speedway Stadium in Vojens is the sports headquarters virtually in Denmark. 2 world finals have been staged here in 1988 and 1994. Conditions, though, are far from good. It's been raining for much of the day. That shouldn't worry Hans Nielsen. He's had a round of golf this morning. He leads the Grand Prix and he looks relaxed. That's more than can be said for the fans, though. The rain's been pouring down and the umbrellas are up. That's how the water affected the track. If it drains away, then things will be good. If it doesn't, well, we could be in trouble. The lights are on early. The daylight is fading. Tony Rickardsson, the Swede, is second in the Grand Prix standings at the moment. Hans Nielsen, the leader. Tommy Knudsen has won 2 efforts so far. Marvin Cox from Britain, bit disappointing. Mark Aram doing well. Josh Larson in his first Grand Prix. Chris Louis lies third. Sam Ermolenko has a lot to do. Billy Hamel won the Grand Prix in Austria. Here we go then for heat number 1. There in the white helmet colours, Britain's Chris Louis. Next to him, yellow and black, we have on the outside Mark Laran. The man in blue, Sam Ermolenko, and on the inside is Marvin Cox in red. Cox on the inside from Ermolenko, Louis and Mark Laran. Here we go for the first heat in this, the Danish Grand Prix, and away they go from the tapes. This is going to be vital. Who gets to the bend first? The man in blue there is Sam Ermolenko. Very, very wide, and the back goes Mark Laran. Ermolenko comes through. Peter alongside me, Peter Collins. The bend was tough.
It certainly was. Another hard first corner there, but Ermolenko's out in front, and it's a good start for him, but it looks as though we've lost Chris Louis there in the mud. It looks pretty wet at the moment.
Chris Louis took a perler there, but no such problems for Sam Ermolenko. He's away. He gets his wheels in line quickly as he comes out. It was vital away from the gate, and now Ermolenko is not looking back. In second place is Marvin Cox. Chris Louis has a lot to do after that fall. He virtually spun round and remounted. In third place there, Mark Laran, but no problems for Sam Ermolenko out front. The American with a lap to go is looking good. He's flattered to deceive in the Grand Prix series so far, but no problems here. Sam Ermolenko, the American with the number 12 on his back. The blue helmet colours is going to take the checkered flag here as he comes round the final bend. He celebrates there. In second place was Marvin Cox. Back in third, Mark Laran, and disappointment for Chris Louis. But no such problems for Sam Ermolenko. 3 points in the bag for the American.
Well, you see Ermolenko there on the blue helmet. He's got 3 English lads with him there. Poor old Mark Laran on the first turn gets pushed right wide and completely out of the picture, but that's a great start from Ermolenko. He's been a bit indifferent in the earlier Grand Prix, and I think he really needs to start with a win, but you can see there how ruthless they are, these riders, and Laran is completely off track. He's miles off the line, and got a lot of work now to try and catch up.
Well, the important thing in that race was to make the start, and well, I'm glad it's over with, and I got in front. I didn't get all filled in. I look at some of the other guys. It doesn't look like it's too bad compared to the rain that we've had, but we've done well. We won the first one.
On now to heat number 2. Billy Hamel's on the inside in red. Next to him, Henrik Gustafsson in blue from Sweden. Gate 3, Thomas Golob, the controversial pole who's caused so many problems in Sweden, mainly to other riders. On the outside, Andy Smith from England. That's the lineup. This is heat 2 away from the tapes. It's vital again, the man on the inside, Billy Hamel, but coming through in white there is Thomas Golob, taking Hamel wide, but now picking it up on the inside. Henrik Gustafsson is there. It's Golob from Poland, Gustafsson from Sweden, back in third place. Billy Hamel, the Grand Prix winner in Austria. It's processional now, but once again, Peter, from the gate was vital.
Oh yeah, Golob made an absolutely brilliant first corner there. I mean, he must have been last from the start of gate 3, and he chopped back up the inside and passed them all in one go. That's a marvellous first turn, considering the conditions on the track at the moment, because it is pretty wet and slippery out there, and they all seem to be having quite a bit of trouble as the mud's flying about. There's a terrible amount of water and mud flying up from those back wheels.
But Thomas Golob, the pole, has the job in hand. He's looking down. He's not getting the flack from anybody because he's out front. In second place, Henrik Gustafsson in blue. Back in red there is Billy Hamel. Now with just over a lap to go, Gustafsson's looking back to see who's in third place. Golob, though, is the man. And look at Golob. Somehow something's gone wrong. He's gone wide and lost it, and the 2 men have come through to take the checkered flag. Henrik Gustafsson in blue, winning it ahead of Billy Hamel. And back in third place is Thomas Golob, who seemed to have it. There for the asking, 3 points in the bag for the pole, and it all went on that final bend. From the tapes, though, once again, Golob did well, but the man on the inside lifting a shade, Billy Hamel, Peter.
Yeah, just look at Golob there. I mean, he makes that start from gate 3 in the white. He misses it, really, and he chops up the inside, and he pushes the rider in red there, pushes him wide, and he goes clear. but that was a marvellous first turn to do what he did. I mean, he really read the situation very, very well. But you can see here, he makes a terrible mistake there on the last lap.
That led through Billy Hamill and the heat winner, Henrik Gustafsson.
It was a bit tricky out pitch, and I was just staying on the inside and just try to make Thomas to make a mistake, and he did in the last bend. So.
Heat number 3 now. On the inside, Hans Nielsen, the Grand Prix leader. Next to him, the man who's second in the standings, Tony Rickardsson. In gate 3, Tommy Knudsen in the white helmet colours, who's won the last 2 Grand Prix events. And on the outside, the controversial American Josh Larson, who's yet to compete. This is heat number 3. The 3 big guns are here. Who's going to make it for the tapes or where they go? It's vital that they make it to the bend. The man who does it is Tommy Knudsen. So fast in the last 2 meetings that he's won. Knudsen away down the outside, ahead of in red. There is Hans Nielsen. In blue, there is Tony Rickardsson. The battle is joined. Josh Larson is at the back in yellow, but the big guns are out front. Tommy Knudsen is there. Another good start, Peter.
Yeah, he seems to be starting off today the way he finished in the last couple of Grand Prix. Very, very keen the way he's going around there. Very safe. Sat in his armchair again, and the other riders behind them having all kinds of problems to stay out of that dirt.
Yes, Hans Nielsen having problems, which is unusual for him. Usually the wheels in line so quickly, the position on the track that he wants. Rickardson's looking back. Rickardsson could make a challenge to Hans Nielsen here, but at the moment it's Nielsen second. Here comes Rickardsson putting the pressure on with a lap to go, trying to get down the outside. Will Nielsen hold it? Out front, Tommy Knudsen. Here comes Rickardsson, a brilliant move that on the inside as Nielsen lifts, and the 3 times world champion has lost this. The current world champion's into second place, but no doubt about the winner. The man taking the checkered flag and shaking his fist there is Tommy Knudsen, ahead of Tony Rickardsson in second place and Hans Nielsen in third place. Tommy Knudsen, fast and furious, celebrating. Looks as if he enjoyed that one. Let's see how he did it from here, Peter.
Yes, just watch Knudsen there in the white helmet. He makes a great start from that 3-gate position, and he's got Rickardsson and Nielsen behind him, and he's completely oblivious to what's going on there, and they're probably his main opposition for this meeting. Well, look at Rickardsson there on the outside of Nielsen. He's going to have a go round the outside here. Nielsen thinks he's on the outside. He looks across, and he's not there. But Rickardsson comes through on the inside. A great overtake.
Yeah, I made a perfect start, you know. I didn't lift, it just went right to the corner, and I was getting into a lot of trouble out there. The track's a little bit inconsistent, and I was locking up a bit, but on the last couple of laps it went a bit better, so I'll keep my fingers crossed that it'll be I'll ride a bit better next time.
On now to heat number 4, the man in blue there, Craig Boyce, the Australian. In white, Jan Steekman, who hasn't had the best of good fortune in the Grand Prix series so far. Greg Hancock, the Americans, on the inside. Lars Gunderstad from Norway, the wild card, controversially named for this Grand Prix. He makes his Grand Prix debut. He's on the outside. This is the lineup, heat number 4. From the tapes, it could be vital. Let's see who makes it there on the outside, and diving across in yellow, Lars Gunderstad, but holding him off in blue is Craig Boyce. On the inside in red is Greg Hancock. 1, 2, 3. It's Boyce now on the outside, Gunderstad. Gunderstad's trying to come round. Boyce is holding off the challenge from Hancock. Hancock bumps him there, but Boyce holds on. Boyce is steady here, Peter.
Yes, he is. Notice how clean he is at the moment. He's throwing mud all over the other riders, and no one really wants to try and go outside him because they'll get the full force of that dirt that he's throwing up. So he's riding the inside, really trying to use that as his advantage.
Out front then, Craig Boyce from Australia. Second place, Greg Hancock, the American, who did so well in the last meeting and made that final in Sweden, and he'd be anxious to do that here. He's got to mount a challenge here. Boyce from in second place, Hancock. Back in third in yellow and black, Lars Gunderstad. There in white is Jan Steekman having problems, but no such problems for Craig Boyce. Boyce down the back straight, looking good. Keeping, as Peter says, the space from the other riders, keeping them from coming in and keeping his own line on the inside there as he comes up now to take the checkered flag. Has time to look back, as does Greg Hancock in second place, looking back to Lars Gunderstad in third. But the celebrations for the Australian, Craig Boyce, who won that one. From the tapes, it was vital once again, and there is Boyce in blue, Peter.
Yeah, I think the track, with it being a bit wet at the moment, it's very crucial to make a good start. I think as the track dries out, it's going to get a lot better for overtaking. But you see Boyce there, he just makes that start there ahead of Hancock. And Hancock's going to try round that inside. I know there's a lot of fresh dirt that they've put down on top of the water parts to make it sort of dry up, and it's very, very grippy just there. And Hancock, look at the grip that Hancock's getting there on the inside as he's trying to go by Boyce. But the other rider on the outside there in yellow, got too much grip at that stage, and he's got wiped out with dirt, and I'm afraid his race is over. But Hancock's still in there on the inside, trying to keep his goggles clean. He almost